Good day, all, and welcome. I'm really pleased. I've got Nicola Gardner and John Clark with me today, and we're going to be talking about the Windrush Warriors. Now, this is a dramatic comedy. The story exposes the Windrush scandal. However, the show is life-affirming. After living here all her life, an elderly black woman is having her immigration status investigated. Will she be deported? Her friends rally around and they form a fight back campaign or fight back group, the Windrush Warriors, raising awareness about the Windrush scandal via the lens of theatre is a key aspect of the play. Courage Under Fire is the theme of this play, and the fact that the script is based on true events makes for an interesting, socially conscious show. The Caribbean pensioners bring hilarious comedy out of this tough situation. Ring hilarious comedy out of this tough situation, as is the Caribbean way, as we all know. The receptionist and the caretaker add to the mayhem as the Windrush Warriors set up a headquarters in the community center lounge. Their mantra is Old Lives Matter. So, John and Nicola,
Yes,
tell us quickly a bit about yourself before we get into the dialogue about this great comedy.
sure. Well, hello to everybody. My name is Nicola Gardner, and it's an absolute pleasure to tell you a little bit about myself and also about the show. About myself, I'm an actress and a writer. In terms of acting, I've been very lucky in that I've been able to break through to television, and that was quite early. So I've had parts in Emmerdale, Coronation Street, Brookside, The Royal, and I've toured extensively in many high profile stage productions. And in terms of writing, I have written a number of plays, and this one, the Windrush Warriors, and I wrote it really, Rudy, um, with a sense of outrage, because I was outraged at the events during 2018 and the infamous Windrush scandal, which was brought about by the then Home Secretary Theresa May. So, before I carry on, I'd like to also introduce my wonderful director. We've worked together for 8 years, and this is John Clark.
Yeah, hi everyone. My name's John. So I'm the director of the show, and I've worked in theatre for quite a few years now, with a special interest in reaching hard to reach audiences and telling, and bringing untold stories to the stage. So it's been a great opportunity to use these real life stories and make it into an accessible show for everybody.
Excellent, excellent. And of course, it's a great way to bring in new audiences as well.
Exactly,
Absolutely.
exactly.
So Nicola, you've told us what motivated you in terms of the play. But what do
Mm.
you expect the audience to take away from this show?
Well, the show is life affirming, and audiences will see that the Windrush scandal is something that was deplorable and affected our community with great impact. And, the government would very much like us all to forget all about it, which was why, in fact, that I wanted to write a show that shone a light on those dreadful events and how it impacted individuals within our. What people will take away from the show is a sense of hope, and to realize that in a situation where you're being bullied or harassed, you have to fight back. We have to fight oppression. And the government very much bullied vulnerable citizens who'd made such a lasting legacy in the UK. We were actually invited over here after the Second World War. And we helped to rebuild the economy. You know, Black people are the backbone of the NHS and also the many other industries that we contributed to. And here we are several decades later, being shown the door, being shown that we're undesirable. Well, you know, we're just not going to accept that. And so this show is all about courage under fire. You know, when you're being challenged, you know, you have to stand up to oppression and see what you can do, even if you're outnumbered. Maybe there's some loophole somewhere. And that is what the show is all about. So that's what people are going to take away from the show. You know, that sense of hope, that sense of people being able to look at an unfair situation and say, no, this is unacceptable. We're not accepting it. And we're going to try, even with our limited resources, and do something about it.
Absolutely. And I understand, again, from the Caribbean perspective, those three key words as it relates to Windrush: hope, strength, and belonging.
Yes, absolutely.
And of course, as creatives yourselves, as you know, creativity solves some of the most complex problems are solved through creativity. So it's great.
Yes.
People will be able to reflect, listen and reflect and understand what they must do as a collective group of people, of families, of course, as British subjects, of course. So excellent, excellent. So Nicola, one last point. So what are your hopes for the show in terms of its development? You know, TV, film aspirations, obviously bringing on other young actors of all backgrounds to actually understand, you know, the Windrush story, the Windrush experience, generational.
It's a great story. And it's not only dramatic, it's also, you know, loads of comedy. And it's something that could easily transfer to radio or TV. Now, I've been contacting a lot of production companies, and I've been very Now, I met with Trix. He's read the script. He's got his own production company. You know, no promises have been made, but at least people are taking me seriously, reading my script, giving me feedback. So I've already met with people who have a lot of power within the industry. I met with Angela Ferreira, who's Sir Lenny Henry, his producer. And again, she's read the script. She's coming along to see the show. So bit by bit, I make progress. And hopefully one day someone's going to say to me, this is a great idea, because I've got all 6 episodes written. Come on, let's make a series, because that is my ultimate dream, Rudy, for the Windrush Warriors.
Yeah, it's great because you do exemplify what we call that one blade of grass.
Yes.
The light, and eventually there's many blades of grass, but it takes that one to see the light, which is excellent. So how did you choose the actors for the show?
Yeah, I mean, it's a joint effort. We know the kinds of people that we want. Sometimes I prefer someone who comes with a fresh vision, a fresh energy. So we've made this show because we're coming to London really, really much more energetic than we've done before. And also, obviously, we want people, every member of the team, to have some awareness of the Windrush scandal. We need them to know that this is, you know, this is ongoing. It's still happening. People, so some knowledge of the history, and are able to come and join these stories.
So John, could you just repeat?
Absolutely brilliant. Be a multiracial group.
Can you just repeat that again, John? I just missed the last part.
Oh, right. Yes. So sorry. Sorry, the connection's really bad here in Peckham today. But yes, we're just happy to have people with energy and passion, so they know something about the Windrush scandal, so they're able to deal with the subject matter sensitively, but also make it accessible for different audiences as well. Yeah.
Excellent. And Nicola, you were saying?
No, I was agreeing with that in that, you know, our actors, we're a multi-racial group. And I think that yes, the show has a message of inclusion and diversity, and that's the way forward for the world, never mind the UK. And therefore, we pick actors who have that kind of energy, all work together to produce a wonderful show. It really is. This is the best group of actors we've ever had, isn't it, John?
The best group.
Absolutely
They're
fantastic.
great team of people.
Excellent to hear. And it's what we say is about upholding the values of respect and inclusion as a common ground for all, regardless of background, culture, status, or location. Excellent.
Yes, absolutely. Well said.
Thank you. So, Nicola, before we go, where
Yeah.
can people get hold of you? Where can they get tickets? We've mentioned about this weekend, the website details, etc.
Yes. Well, they can go onto our website, which is thewindrushwarriors.com. And there on the ticketing page, there's links to all of our shows. People can also just turn up at Theatre Peckham
Yes.
and buy tickets on the night because we've got a few tickets still spare.
Okay.
People can ring me 07986 497 847 and have a chat with me. I'll tell them more about the show and give them more information as to where they can get the tickets. But the main thing is to go onto the website, and that is where all the links to all the different shows, because we're touring here and we're going up north, Rudy. And so the links to all those different venues are on the website.
Excellent. So what we'll do in the next few days, we'll have another dialogue, an open dialogue where people can come on and talk and really, get some insight, and particularly those who may be interested in joining the profession or want assistance in where to go and stuff like that. So that's excellent. So best of luck this weekend, and
Thank you.
we'll talk again soon.
Okay. Thank you very much for today.
Thank you so much, Rudy.
Yes. Goodbye to everybody.
All right,
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.